Hello, today I'm going to show you how we can use the activity libraries to find activities and to edit them to make them our own. So there's two ways to get to the activity library. The first way, this is in our home screen here, I'm looking at my journal. I can click on the activities right here. And if I just scroll down a little bit, it says Browse Activity Library. I can click on that and it pulls up the library. It takes me right to the community library, but I can easily click over here to the school and district library or to my library. The other way to get there is to just click this big green plus sign in the middle and click Assign Activity. And that takes me right to my library. Okay, and I've got lots of activities that I've made myself. I can make a new one here, but I can also use what other people have made. So there's two options that we have there. We have our school and our district, because we've purchased Seesaw for our district and all of our schools in GRPS, so we can share with each other. Or I can look at the larger Seesaw community, where all of the Seesaw ambassadors who've shared activities can share them with the community there. So if I click on that, it pulls me up to the community library, and I can search the activity library here by grade level. So I teach first grade, so it's kind of already set there for me. Or I can search by subject. So if I want to do math, or it gives me all the options to search by, or I can search by keyword here in the box here. It also has some kind of cool ideas, remote learning ideas. Right now is, I think, at different holidays, they'll be popped up here. There's also some really good ones for getting started. Those ones are made by actual company Seesaw, so sometimes those are kind of nice if you're new to it. And then down here you can see these are all just activities that people have made and shared on Seesaw. Some of them are really, really good, and some of them are not so good, either done very quickly or so just be careful when you're looking through this activity library that you're paying close attention, because there are mistakes. We all make mistakes, but just make sure that you are finding something that's worthwhile for your students. And then there's also the school and district library, and I can search there a couple different ways. So again, by grade level, or I can search by subject. Or another cool feature, since all of our schools in the district have it, I can search by the whole district or just by my school. So if a grade level partner and I are working on something, I don't have to go through everybody's activities. I can just search by what the people at my school are doing. And again, by keywords. So when you're searching, you can kind of look and see. So let's say I'll go back to our community library here, and let's say I'm looking for a social studies activity, and I want to do something with maps. So I'll click that, and then I'll type in maps. And I can see there's all kinds of activities. I can click on them. I can look at them. I can listen to the instructions. I can see what the students will be working on. I can go back if I'm not quite crazy about that one. Maybe look at this one. And if I find one that I do like, I can assign it right away, or I can click on this heart, and that adds it right to my library. Okay, so when I go back to my library here, there it is, right there in my library, the first one. Same thing with the school and the district. So if I look at these activities here, and I'm looking, and I like something, I can just click the heart and it puts it right in my library. There's that fact family. And I can save it for another day, or I can take a look at it right away. And let's say I'm looking at this and I really like what this teacher did, but maybe I want to have my students do something a little different or go to a different video, or maybe I only want them to do some of those problems, or I want to add to it. So what I do then is, before I assign it, I click on these three little buttons down here, and I have the choice. It's already added to, I can add it to a collection to organize them, or I can remove it from my library or share it, or there's this option, copy and edit activity. So I'm not going to change this teacher's activity at all, but it will copy it and make a new activity for myself. So I'm going to click on that, and I can change any parts of this. I can change the activity name. So maybe instead of fact families, we call them adding and subtracting relationships. So I can change the title, I can change the instructions, I can add things. I just click in there and type away, erase, or whatever it is. I can change the instructions. So maybe if I want to be the one giving my students instructions, I can just click this box here. It'll delete her recording, and I can add my own recording there by clicking that box. I can delete the example right here by clicking that box and then adding a different thing there. And same thing with the template. I can click on this template here on what the students will be doing, and I can change things around. So if we look here on this one, maybe I want to give the students their numbers. So I can click on the T, type in the number 5, take that outer box away, put that one there, and maybe I want to give them 3, and then the last number will be 8. And so now maybe, that just, however you want to change the activity, you can. And then when I'm done, I just check this green check there, it's uploading. And so now when my students get this assignment, it'll be changed a little bit to be more the way I want it. And then when I'm done, I just click save. And now it saves it to my library, except now we can see it says I did it, not my students. And when I click back in my library, it'll have my assignment here by me, as well as the assignment done by the original teacher. And if I want to get rid of the original teacher's assignment just to clean up my activity library a little bit, I clicked on her. I just click on the assignment or the activity, and then down at the bottom, those 3 little dots, and instead of editing it, I'll just remove that one from my library. And now it's gone, and I don't have to worry about accidentally assigning the wrong one. And now from here, I can assign very easily to the students that I want to have this activity. All right, I hope this helped. Just remember that we've got 3 activity libraries to choose from: the community, which is everybody in the whole Seesaw world, our school community and district community, and then our own library. And then to edit those activities, we click the heart on those to add them to our library. We can heart as many as we want. And then when we go to our library, we click on the activity, find those 3 little buttons, and then we'll copy and edit that activity. You can even copy and edit your own activities if you needed to change something about them, the same way. Okay? Edit your own activity or copy and edit are the 2 choices. All right, I hope this helped.